I'll share screen because I want to look at your website.
Right?
I love that you did this, and that the thing that I made, htnl, is used for yet another thing, especially a public website. It's awesome. Also, thank you for
Yeah,
mentioning
it's
it here.
cool. Well, obviously, I thank you for like making my life easier and hopefully the life of many other website builder.
Interestingly, one thing you did not, one useful feature you did not use is assets. There's no images here and no files to download.
Ah,
No,
yeah, it's very minimal, very
even your
minimal,
CSS
but
file, your CSS is inline, I suppose.
yeah.
But did you see that feature? Did you understand it?
Which feature?
Assets.
Really? Ah, you mean there's an assets feature? I'm not sure about it. I don't really remember at the moment.
Okay.
Could you tell me about it?
Yeah, well, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Okay,
It's
okay.
yeah,
Sure, sure.
it's just an easy way to
I
include
look
your.
into it.
And I want to say, well done on all the issues that I opened on. Right, it's all of them that I opened on this
Yeah,
repo. You have closed them like perfectly. So well done.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Thanks for like good issues. Like a good issue is like if you are mentoring something like what Tati does, like he basically never asks something that I am unable to use. Yeah, that's I need to correct that as well. But um
Also, I would probably change this to like, now that you have a domain for this, I would just call this whonorg.com, the repo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good idea.
Just nitpicks at this point.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will do all that. Actually, I changed the about section right now.
I don't see it yet. Here it is. Huh. About HTTPS? Interesting.
Seems like no.
Are you it is probably serving HTTPS as well. Yes, it is. So you can use HTTPS wherever, if you like. I don't know if it matters and to whom it may matter.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So yeah, this was a fun homework and my first personal website. So thanks for that. Thanks for the idea. And yeah, I was flexing with it. I showed it to Martin and Patty, and yeah, that's cool.
There's your audio. It comes with noise. Are you using some software processing?
Well, I'm using so yeah, I'm using some earbuds, but actually, let me see. Is it better now?
As you were asking it, I heard that noise again.
Still.
It's
Hmm.
crackling. I heard it
Oh,
again.
input device. Now,
I don't think you
still the
can
same?
change your input device while we are recording. It doesn't let you do that. Even if you change the default input device
I
in your
see.
system, the the browser, at least the
Uh,
apps running in the web page, it does not,
Yeah, and
automatically.
if I leave the session quickly and come back,
But,
perhaps.
but what are you? Because if you're trying to change, if you think that because I can tell you it is currently Redmi Buds 8 active. That's what I'm reading here,
Yes, yes,
right?
exactly.
So
Yeah,
if you
but
thought that it's
for
not that,
in the system it was something else.
it doesn't that doesn't matter.
Okay. Well,
What So it is somewhat noisy. Um, I'm not sure it's like this all the time. And obviously I can understand you, but yeah, perhaps we should work towards improving this.
absolutely.
Are,
Yeah, I wasn't aware
these
of
are not
this
like
noise.
the ones that you didn't get this for these sessions, right?
No, I actually had better earbuds, but I got really drunk and I lost them. The fourth time I lost the same, or no, the third time I lost the same earbuds, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a cheaper one. So fuck it. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so you should probably lose these as well.
uh, yeah, without getting drunk. I don't want to get drunk again. Uh,
So let's try to tolerate it for the session, unless you have some alternative for now.
right? Let's see. Audio, microphone, microphone. And I can change while recording.
Yeah, you can reload the page and then select another one.
I see. Better now.
So it's a trade-off. It's a different trade-off. It's not crackling, but it's like you sound farther away, and the audio's a little bit more echoey, picking up some of the echo from the room.
Oh yeah, because I turned on the bigger. I can't change.
You have yet another microphone?
Is you started asking question and
I asked whether you have yet another microphone. Is this like the third microphone that you're trying now?
I know the second. The I
But it's
had
pretty good.
two micro.
No,
This one.
crackling. I just heard crackling again.
But I mean that's the default. Play. How about now?
How did you even wait? You didn't.
Can
What?
you hear me?
What yes, I can hear you. It's the same. I don't know why. Why do you think you changed something? Like you literally,
Still
it doesn't
nothing?
allow you to
I can't
change
hear you
during the
for some
recording
reason. Oh, there's the
because you change.
microphone. Fucking hell. Sorry.
Hey,
Uh, yeah. So there is another one, Tiger Lake Smart Sound Technology. I chose the default, so probably it's the Buds default.
you don't need to bother with the default. The default is for the purpose of selecting whatever your system declares as default. Yes, yes, that I think that would be the best.
Okay. So I
Mhm.
sound far away, but no crackling.
Yeah, it's like echo. That's the problem is echo. But I think
There's still echo. There's echo. What the hell?
echo is not feedback, right? It's not like I can hear myself or I can hear you twice. No, no. It's just, like when you're in an echoey room without furniture,
Ah, yeah, yeah,
that's echo,
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
uh anything else. So it's less pleasant, but it's certainly less of a problem than crackling. Another
All right.
piece of feedback I have on this like global matter of audio communication is that usually the norm in the world is that devices don't are not set up to let users hear themselves. There's no monitor. And monitors are so useful because when I can hear myself in real time, well, then, if there's crackling, then I'd be able
Mm-hmm.
to hear it. It's very, very, very useful. I know sometimes it's not practical and t- it's not easy to set up, and audio software monitor has a delay which is quite frustrating to listen to. It's irritating. So and hardware monitor is like you actually need more some more hardware, more expensive hardware for that, or some like additional hardware feature for that. So whatever, but like if we are doing, whoever is doing audio communication regularly and takes it seriously should probably figure out hardware monitor for themselves.
Yeah, or just I might just invest in a good microphone and that's it. I think. Um, does it have to
What's a
be
good microphone to you?
expensive? Sorry.
I don't think you need a good microphone. I think you need the right microphone, and it can even
Exactly.
be.
That's yeah. That was the same correction you made when
Mhm,
we discussed this. I am aware that you don't need to spend a lot of money to get the good stuff. Actually, I'm like, for example, I spent like $250 for my used ThinkPad, which is pretty good. I
mhm.
bought it from Marton and stuff like this. So yeah, I if I don't need to, I don't spend more money. I also want
Mhm.
to find the right stuff.
Yeah. A practical, affordable choice is cheap gaming headset.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
I have one at home in Transylvania, but I wasn't sure hmm,
Yep.
if I should bring it, but there will be a celebration at the end of this month, and my parents will be coming to Hungary, so maybe I can ask them, and then I don't have to buy another one. But that's at the end of the month, so that would mean perhaps, I don't know, one more session without it or something like
Fine.
that. Perhaps two.
Fine by
I don't
me.
know. All right,
Even if we
all
have
right,
2 or 3 more sessions, it's fine. If you
all
wanna,
right. So, oh yeah,
this
two
is
more
okay.
sessions at max, and then I have my already bought cheap gaming headset. Exactly.
Yeah. It works.
um,
They work well
all
because the
right.
microphone is right next to the mouth,
Mm.
so it doesn't pick up on echo from the room.
Yeah, that's cool. That's my boss. My first boss at my first job. He bought me that. Um,
Hmm.
so so yeah, good that
And they're
I kept it.
typically wired, so they don't have any.
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah.
wired. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
they don't have any of the wireless crackling issues, because
yeah,
wireless, you need to like process, encode, decode. Nah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
um, at a later point, you can get some cheap DAC. You know what DAC is?
Nope, nothing comes in my
Digital
mind.
analog converter.
Ah,
Like the thing that you stick your analog headset into is like you have a DAC. Like
sorry, I was not.
every
Sorry, the connection
mhm,
was bad for some
every
reason.
sound card is a DAC. Does that make
All
sense?
right, and that converts. Yeah, that so
But
from digital to analog converter, basically. Yeah,
right.
yeah, understood.
And
Understood.
if
That's a
you
nice one.
if you buy one, I want to buy one as well. It They usually have the hardware monitoring feature. So it feeds the inputs back to your headset in real time. Super super useful. All right, do you want to I can think of some stuff to do like work on htnl now that you're almost an expert.
Quickly, because the connection started to get really messy. So you said you also want to buy a digital analog converter, and after that,
Yes,
um,
because they they typically include a monitor feature that feeds your microphone back to your headset in real time.
oh, oh, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay,
Yeah,
and
and they can power. They give more power than to the headset than your typical computer motherboard, or
yeah,
so
amazing,
you can drive more like proper, more expensive headphones with that. But that's not why I want to buy. I want to buy for the hardware monitor.
amazing, and they doesn't seem expensive at all. In general,
Yeah, but you don't need to bother right now. Let's get those
yeah. All
that
right,
headset and see what happens.
all right.
Do you want to work on some HTML now that you're practically an expert?
Am I practically an expert? Well, um, I wouldn't say practically I'm an expert, but I'm up for working on some HTML.
All right. There's a few things I'd like htnl to gain. One of them is much nicer error messages.
Right. Before we start, I just wanted
Mhm.
to mention that like I'm quite like reasonably aware of functional programming idioms and semantics,
Mhm.
stuff like that. But I mostly use Elm and then Haskell and Nix. And we all
Mhm.
know syntax doesn't matters that much. Semantics matters, but with the syntax, sometimes I can get confused. But if I understand, like I can easily pick up the semantics. I just sometimes I don't know the syntax, but that shouldn't be an issue. The issue would be if it like if I would have problems to pick up the semantics, but I don't think that's going to be a huge problem.
I think this falls
um,
within the category of we never know
did
everything.
I manage to
We have to
tell
learn as we
you
go.
this properly? Like, so basically, with Nix, if we code, sometimes I'm not sure about the syntax at all. But
Sorry, my connection went out for a moment. I
ah,
don't
no
know why my
problem.
connection, both my screen and my internet went out as seemingly as a result of my sit stand desk being raised up.
Hmm.
And it's not the first time, and I keep like just shrugging and not doing anything about this.
Hmm.
I'll make a note for myself to take a look at this.
All right. All right.
Sit stand desk. I don't know, this connecting display and network. Okay. All right. So
Okay. So
I was while I was being disconnected, I said that I think this falls within the category of we just don't know. That's just the way it is. We don't know everything, and we have to learn on the fly.
yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. I mean, I'm not saying I know all the semantics, but I can pick up some like existing stuff that I understand about how functional programming works. But obviously, we are sitting on the shoulders of giants, and it's barely a slice that I'm aware of. So
Hey,
yeah.
I don't know
I,
functional programming. Okay, don't
well,
be shocked.
I don't know functional programming that much as well. I just have my focus on it, but uh, I know
Right? It's
something
like
about this.
if
Like,
you're
yeah,
saying you're intimidated because this is a Nix language project and it's not function. I don't know functional programming. I've been doing Nix for a while. It doesn't mean I'm doing idiomatic functional programming. Probably not. Also, it's hard to do idiomatic functional programming in Nix because this the Nix packages lib doesn't like have a rich function set of functions. It
no,
has a
not at
very
all.
basic set of functions.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, the a really good way when learning functional programming was that I did a course that was using ML, and it's pretty old language. Uh, you heard about it?
I heard the name.
Yeah, so it stands for meta language. It's an old one, and basically Elm is largely based on ML as well, um, and that has a nice set of like. It's also a good instrument to teach and learn functional programming. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Shall we
yeah, sure, yeah.
take the helm?
Okay, I take the helm. Sharing screen, entire screen, share. Okay. All right. All right. So, well, where should we start?
Did I give you
You said
permission?
okay. We need the new feature for htnl you mentioned.
Sorry, I asked whether I gave you permission on in the repo.
Oh, the htnl repo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, sure. Please feel free. Um,
I asked whether I did.
no, you did not yet. I'm not aware of that.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not checking my email now. We are recording, but notifications. Wait,
No, I don't see that I did. Let me clean up a couple of people who haven't participated in a while. Okay. Now we should have.
all right. Right, I on the repo, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Right. It'll be htnl if you just cloned it, right? So step in.
Okay.
Before you open an editor,
Uh,
you should probably start the dev. You should probably do the DRM thing.
the DRAM thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, could
Do
you?
you use DRM?
Yes, it is set up usually.
Okay. So add a .envarc
I should just type that nvrc.
No, add a .env file. I mean, if you use
Ah,
direnv, then that's how you use direnv. I'm not saying you should
okay.
know how to use direnv because you said I have it set up. You didn't say I've been using it. So what
Yeah,
you need is a
it's just
.env file with some contents in it. It's not supposed to be
in the
checked in. Yep.
htnl repo.
Mm-hmm.
That nvrc you said, yeah.
Yes.
Or
In this, you do a use flake line, just a line that says use flake.
you mean just
Yeah. And then,
or
yeah, use flake. And then another line for our um, mob timer room, export mob timer room equals. This is upper snake case.
all right, let me just for a moment, I have something similar set up with the mob timer, and I just wanted to check it quickly for reference. Conveyor belts. Here it is. NVRC. Ah, I had this for
Mm-hmm.
the conveyor belt. Right. So export mob timer room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, equals
Same thing.
and we don't need Rust. We're not using Rust. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, except for the typo.
Oh, right. Oh God.
What?
I just the download. It's I'm using mobile internet, so
Is it metered?
sorry,
Is it metered?
metered.
Is your mobile data metered?
It's unlimited. It's unlimited. If you were asking this, like if it's measure, it's like yeah,
Yep, that's
metered.
the term.
Metered
Metered.
means yeah. There's a term. Okay.
In the meantime, you you probably should set a global git ignore file in your home directory, in your home manager, with .envarc in it, and probably .direnv as well.
Yeah. Um, you mean in my Nixos configuration?
Do you use home manager?
Yes.
So probably there.
Home manager integration.
Like, where is your direnv? That's where that would be, I suppose.
It's in VS Code extension and
Yeah, it's
yeah,
in it.
home manager shell.
It's
Yeah.
spread across 2 files. It should probably be in one. All those things should probably be in one file because they all have to do with
Uh,
dirend. But let's not get
yeah.
into that right now. We
All right.
have this shell.nix with that's a you probably want to add your global git ignores for .env and .dir .envarc and .direnv directories here.
All right. Could you guide me, please, a bit on how I should
Yep.
write them down? All right.
Probably something like programs.git, but you don't even like just go to like minixos.org .com and search for home manager git.
Oh, well,
Click something and then use the breadcrumbs. You know breadcrumbs are? You're supposed to be a web developer.
yes, I guess.
Yeah. So
Breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs. It shouldn't take you long to figure out whether you know what that term means or not, right? You don't need to think about it. Do you know what breadcrumbs are?
Well, pieces of bread, but from a web developer perspective, at the moment, I'm
Hey, just say
honestly,
no. Just say no.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah, no, no, yeah,
Like, it shouldn't take so long to say no.
yeah,
If you ask me if I know something, I'll very quickly say yes or no, or I've
all
heard
right,
of it, but I'm not sure what it is, or some
okay,
reasonable answer.
okay,
Breadcrumbs are the things you see, like they tell you the path you are in, if there's like a hierarchy to the website or something. Currently, it says Minix OS, home manager options, programs git. Yeah, not the address bar. And above that page title, not
Uh,
the tab. It's in the
above the
page.
page title in the page.
Well, the page title I think is
Oh yeah,
programs.git.post.
yeah. You mean this?
Yeah, those are breadcrumbs.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Of course. Okay, okay. Now,
So
and
use
memory.
that's why I said click anything and then use the breadcrumbs. You say where it says git, just click that. Now you have, this is why I like mynixos.com, because of this navigation.
I just
So you have ignores here.
and it takes a list of strings. Let's give it an empty list form. And I should create in my home directory those files.
No.
Oh, no,
What?
sorry.
What are you thinking?
I thought you mentioned something that I should create a gitignore file in my home directory.
Yes, using Home Manager. That's what it does.
I use it.
It,
That's what it does. Okay. So it's like we need the star. Right? That means
no,
all
I don't think
DRAM.
we need. I don't think we need
You don't.
the
Okay.
just dot dir env and dot env. Ship it. I mean, you could try with test dot.
Oh,
Oh,
uh,
does it?
sorry.
What is that? Do you have
What?
something at Etsy NixOS? Is that how it works? Did you like put a link there?
Oh, you. I need to be in the etc folder, right?
No, I don't even have anything in there. I don't even have that directory. I do nhos test dot. That's how I run it.
Ah,
But another way to run it, you see, because I see from the output here that it says it's falling back to Etsy and NixOS. So I suppose if you put a link, a symlink there to where your repo, your clone is, then you can omit that dot. But you'd still get this like
yeah, but
warning.
if I just use it here, then it should be
No,
fine. I think.
it doesn't
No,
use current working directory. You see that,
I
you
still
see
need the
it's
dot.
still, no,
Or sorry.
it doesn't. You see that message, right? It says no installable was specified, falling back to Etsy NixOS.
Yeah.
The installable is the argument, and if you don't specify it, it falls back to there. Now I'm asking, is there something there
Where?
at Etsy NixOS?
Yes, my stuff.
Is
The
it
modules,
actually
Flake file.
there, or is this just a symlink?
It is actually there.
Okay, it should probably be in your home directory instead.
All right.
It's no reason for it to be outside your home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that's why I was
anyway, as
surprised to
if
see it
I
here.
okay. So anyway, if I just do
I mean, I did
h
this before. I remember doing this until I realized there's no reason to do this.
well,
No, no, no. Take a look at the error message. Failed to restart your home manager. You need the log. You need to see why that happened.
um,
The log's not here. You need the log of the of the failed service. No, no. Do you know what the failed service is? Do you see it says restarting, failed to restart?
Yeah, the home manager
Mm-hmm.
service.
Yep. So do you know how to get the log for this?
Um,
Do you know what this
sure.
service is?
The home manager service.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as far as I know, it makes it easier to. It's like a way of um, managing your home, basically, like to declare options in
I
it,
think
and for like
I
personal, like
I think no is
user
a better answer.
or sorry, no, okay, yeah, no, no, yeah, no. So no, I don't know what home manager is.
I'm saying this because it sounds like you're guessing.
Yeah, then
That-
that's not a good thing. Yeah.
so this is a system D service that activates that user's home.
Mhm.
This is what happens. So NixOS is definitely when you do these NixOS rebuild, switch, or test, the activation script runs and activates your NixOS generation immediately, like
Mhm.
blockingly. Right?
Mhm.
But and if you have home manager homes nested inside this NixOS configuration, they do not get activated by default. I mean, there's more than one way to have that set up, but by default, and that's probably what you have, is that as part of that activation of the NixOS, um, each user's home manager service will run an attempt to activate the home of the user. But that's like a post activation. It's like a post, it's like a hook that happens after activation. It means that your NixOS successfully bumped a generation. It's like activated the new generation, but that user's home was not activated.
Mhm. And what do you think the cause for this would
It's
be? That's why we need the logs.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we need to log. Now, it's probably that you already have a this a real file where it's trying to deploy this new gitignore file, this new global gitignore file. By default,
Ah,
home manager activation does not overwrite your files, and it just fails. Now
mhm.
let's see the log. Do you know how to see?
Um, no.
Good, good
For
answer.
home manager service, I don't know how to see
So
the logs.
just like any system D service, you go journal CTL,
Yeah, sure, no control.
and you give some flags. One flag is you probably want the
F, I guess. So for B flag.
B flag and 0. Right? Not
Wait,
0 is not a
zero.
flag, it's an argument to the B flag, right? Because we want like this boot, the last boot,
Yeah.
current boot, and the U flag to select the unit, and the unit is the home manager service. You probably have completion for this, or maybe not.
Yeah. 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 It's just lagging a bit.
Okay. Okay. Now to see the date, make sure we're looking at the last one. The time. Yeah. You see that 9:47.
Existing file will be clubbered.
Yeah.
So there is an existing gitignore
Yeah.
file that I should delete, perhaps.
Well, you should check the contents before you delete it, but yes.
Right. Um, so okay. Well, yeah, this can go. This can definitely go. Um,
Yeah.
so um,
Now you
and
can run the service using systemctl. Start and that name of that service.
why do I have this many? Count.
I think you don't get completion because you don't have permission for this, because
Yeah,
maybe it'll ask you
yeah,
for.
yeah. All right.
Okay. Try. Yeah, try running the log again. That looks better.
Okay. Okay. So and now the test is valid. Like, are we good? But honestly, I would prefer doing switch instead of test at this point, if you don't mind.
Sorry, I lowered my desk and it cut me offline for a few seconds.
Yeah, so basically what I was saying is that I would prefer switch instead of test at this point, if you don't mind. Um, Page chorus switch. Okay. Okay, so it's set up, I think, and I'm gonna commit this. Oh, git commit AM anyway. Oh, fuck. Okay. Right. Close this and yeah, it's automatically ignored. That's pretty cool. I didn't know about this option.
This and 3,000 options more.
3,000, not 20,000.
I don't know.
Here I can see search.nixos.org, and if I click options, there are like
There
20,000
you go.
options. Yeah. But yeah, I'm lazy. I'm a bit lazy. I think as as Petty wrote to me yesterday, my prompts are getting lazy, so I prompted the AI to prompt me for a better prompt. So yeah.
I do not participate. I never use the coding agent, and I don't feel inclined to do so.
Oh, really? You never used coding agent?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. But yeah, the reason I told you about the being lazy, that I should browser browse the options a bit more to see what's available and what more I can do with my system, because like this git ignore options pretty nice. Git ignore.
I don't know. Like, browsing, I don't know if I don't know. I don't think browsing is a what is browsing to? Like,
I
if I
mean,
was to take the attitude of browsing, I would probably say something like, "Hey Grok, uh, what are some useful NixOS or Home Manager options I should know about that I might not be using?" Or
yeah,
even
something like that.
show it
Yeah,
my repository, and it'll maybe hopefully figure out what I'm not using, and then not tell me about what I am using, and not tell me about those.
exactly. That's what I would do as well.
But I never did that. I don't think I ever did that for any significant length of time. I always just had a problem and figure out how I may be able to solve it using existing options.
Yeah. And now if I, yeah, DRM is activated, branch
Yeah.
clean.
So if diff is activated, you should probably start your editor from within the that
Yeah.
environment.
All right.
Try Nix Flake Check. You probably want to like quite regularly add the big L flag to those invocations.
Like for the needs fake check,
Yes, because that gives you the
the
build logs.
logs. Yeah. Let me try it with. Uh,
Well, guess what? There's nothing to build because you just built everything successfully.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to keep things a bit more tidy because yeah, maybe I have some OCD. So, or not OCD. Sorry, OCD as well. But was the other with the attention thing? Anyway, not important.
I don't I don't accept any labels that a an expert might uh e- especially psychiatrists. Like for me they're the enemy. So
I
I
know
don't
about
accept any
this.
of their
I know about this.
but
Martin told me
I
about
do
this, but
use OCD jokingly. I'm quite fond of the term jokingly. Like let's add let's be a bit more OCD over here and oh this is a bit too OCD so let's not do that.
okay. Yeah, yeah, sounds yeah. But you didn't find the middle ground with Martin about the question of psychiatry and psychiatrists. Like at first, as Martin told me, at first you
Hmm.
said that they are the enemy, the absolute evil, and nothing good comes
I
from
think I
them,
said they're the
something
devil.
like that. Yeah, the devil, and
Yeah.
then
Of course they usually mean well, but I think they cause much more harm than they actually help.
yes, I agree from experience. Yeah.
Yeah. I also happen to not be acquainted with any of them, so that helps.
Yeah.
Makes it easier to call them all sorts of names.
Yeah, yeah. But while you are in there, it's like the dynamics are a bit more. How should I say? Like um, you need to be elegant, otherwise you can get strapped down.
There's all sorts of, there's also private psychiatry that you like pay a lot of money to go to, and you're in a
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
office, and you also have
yeah,
someone to listen to whatever you have to say, and that's that's always nice.
yeah. So let's see this code. What do we have here?
I think, sure, yes, let's dig into this, but I think we've reached a point where your development environment seems to be working. Actually, can you show me that you have like Nix D working and it's showing you this and that? Like, can you do
Nix.
go to definition on a binding?
Yeah, sure.
It's no bind. Yeah, like lib on line 9. Any of them actually. Like you click one and then go to definition. There you go. I think that. Oh, and you have all the good. That's good.
Yeah,
And is this Nix D or is it nil?
it is. It is. Let me check.
Why did you open
the-
another instance?
I just wanted to open. Well, yeah. Well, so yeah, that's how I usually check. Uh, I just want
Mm-hmm.
to check my configuration.
Mm-hmm. Do something like Control Shift P.
Control KO.
What is that?
I
Oh,
can open a new folder.
oh, you're trying to go to your. I'm not okay.
Yeah.
You do so, and it makes sense. I mean, of course, you configure your VS Code using Nix. Sure. I thought you were because you can go and see the running right,
Ah,
like as if you wanted to truth about what's really going on, right? Like not the source of truth, but the effective what's going on. Then you like ask, then you like see the config file itself, or you can ask VS Code.
Okay. Can you help me how I can ask VS Code or the other option?
Yeah, you just open the preferences. Something like
Ah,
there's a command for open user preferences or something like that. Yeah, keep typing preferences. Something like, yeah, preferences, open settings, UI. Yeah. And here you can search something like, you can click extensions. Yeah, you can search Nix, enable language server, and then you see server path, the fourth item.
yeah.
You click the edit because this one doesn't have a GUI, and it says
I
nil.
use nil. Yeah.
I recommend Nix D
Okay.
instead of nil.
Yeah. Only that with Patty we work together a lot, and this is our convention. So
Mm-hmm. But you can do whatever you like. Also, I haven't used nil in a long time. I think it's probably gotten better because I see it's maintained. And I would be curious to see the experience. So that will be of benefit to me that you keep using it.
okay. Um, okay, but for us, so I can work um, on this repo. Maybe I should like I can tweak the setting a bit to use nil D or what's its name? Sorry,
Nix D.
nixd. Yeah. To use nixd for this repo only.
Well,
Right.
I would actually like to see nil because
Oh, okay.
I want to be up to date on all sorts of things in the ecosystem.
All right. Let's see if I do a formatting here.
It's
Ah,
not
same thing.
it's
Yeah.
it's not have it doesn't have to do with formatting.
Yeah. It's just the
Yeah, it's a language server.
um language
Some
server.
language
Yeah.
servers provide formatting, but you can we actually looked at that setting there that you had,
Yeah, it
and
said it was declared mix format. It was declared.
yes, and that is not correct, but it just happens to be correct. The correct formatter for this repo is the formatter specified by the flake.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how to integrate that in VS Code. I don't know how to tell VS Code to use the flake formatter.
Um, I think I know.
You
I
think you
think I
know?
know. I think I know. At least I have an example. I have an example because for our Pointy project, there is code editor.g. No. Um, hmm. I don't remember. I think we added the file to use a different formatter for Haskell. But
There's a .vs code directory.
oh yeah, Oh yeah, that's it. Um, so
Well,
yeah,
that doesn't
basically,
show us how to use the flake formatter.
yeah, that
I
doesn't
know that
show
VS
us.
Code can have per project settings. That's
Yes, of course. Yeah,
easy.
like this is how you can do it. Maybe. I mean not maybe, but this is
The,
definitely a way that you create this VS Code folder and
yeah,
you
it
put
even does this
settings
for
in
you.
it.
But
Yeah,
integrating uh, the flake formats into VS Code, I don't know how to do that. I would love to know because
okay.
many of the some of the participants in Molybdenum Software and some other occasions, I'd like to be able to give that advice, but I don't have it.
Yeah,
In any case, um, the setting that you have is probably good enough because Nix does happen to be the correct formatter for this repository. So why don't we go ahead and like test the formatter to see that
yeah,
whether it
that's what I
works?
was doing. I do that. There's a shortcut, with Control Shift and I, and I'm typing it, but I can also like do this, and it remains the same. So
Well, uh, the real test is to like make a change and see that it formats.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Uh,
This will
oh,
actually
oh,
not format.
this will not. Yeah, new lines. New lines doesn't count. So, uh, uh, uh,
Yeah. Okay. So now that we see that your development environment is set up correctly, we can start rotation.
okay. So I didn't even start the mob thing, but
Yep.
we just checking if the developer environment is fine. So can you take the helmet?
Helm.
Helm.
Helm is not a helmet.
All right.
Yep. I'm sharing screen. Shared. Do you have it?
Okay. Just one moment. I stop sharing. Oh, I already. Oh,
You don't need to. You,
it,
you don't need to stop sharing. I steal it. We steal it
I
from each other
stole it.
in this platform.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
So
Yes,
okay.
I
So you
see it.
have.
I see it.
All right. Timer running. And I'll look at the branches. Yeah, we have a branch for CSS, but I don't think we're quite there yet. And list attributes, I think that's done. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to start a branch for error path, because that's what I think we should be adding now. Error paths. When reporting errors, give the entire path so that the user would know in like this element, and then inside their like second child, and inside, I don't know, that attribute. So we have a path, and so the user would know would have a bit like better, easier time figuring out where their error, where their problem is. Because currently that's not the case. Currently, you can use it. You can give a big HTML to htnl, and it'll tell you something like eh, attribute foo is not allowed on element A. and you're like, okay, where?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to do mob start create flag. That creates the mob branch. So we end up on mob slash error path. And
Okay.
I'm going into the tests, and I think, I don't know, is there an error? What bear system agnostic tests? Here are all the system agnostic test files. Okay, I think we should have one for errors in particular,
Yeah.
or for like even for just that, for like path, right? For the path. So let's steal for path reporting, something like that. So let's steal from arg validation and do something like a new file called error path reporting.
Okay.
Paste this. Okay. This is just the wrong. This is the wrong type. But this is also interesting, right? Because that's not really what we want here. We want to say the very top element, right? The thing that we hmm, interesting. I don't know how this would work with laziness, but that doesn't matter for the purpose of tests. What do you think? Currently, it says invalid child. Okay, well, what's the better error for this? Let's do a bigger example where we have some nesting, right? Where we have some. So this is irrelevant.
Okay.
Let's remove that. Uh, test. I don't know. Uh, test error path expression. So let's say we have a div, and it has a p. And let's say the p is no problem here. But then there's another, let's say, just another div.
Okay.
And the div has a p. And that p is just fine as well. But then there's this other p, which has some unknown attr.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
When you see this, I've rotated.
Okay. So sharing screen. Uh, do I need to do a git pull?
No,
Oh,
you need to switch to that branch, the base branch,
yeah.
though.
Up, up. The error brand. Oh, the mob one.
No, not the mob one,
Or like
the
not
base one.
the mob,
Error
the
path.
base one. Okay. Okay.
And now run. Well, the very first thing you can do and you should probably do is mob T7. Usually nothing stops you from doing this. Now you can do mob start or just S, and you will end up on the mob/error path.
Okay.
Now you have the code I had.
Wait.
All right.
Hmm. What's up with this language server? Oh, this is undefined name because why is saying undefined name for this language server? Like if htnl is imported, then this might be just a bug.
Bug in what?
Like with something related to VS Code or how.
No, these bindings are not declared.
Okay. I thought like if you yeah, you have to import
There's no really.
for
There's no
yeah,
importing really, right? It's just. I mean,
declaring.
you doing this in your website. I mean, did you write your website?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And the way I did it was that um open folder. Oh, sorry. It was like inherit htnl.polymorphic.partials and
Mm-hmm. That's what we need to do.
this in a LED binding. Yeah. This is what we need to do.
Yep.
And we need this one as well.
I don't know
Oh,
yet.
let's just see this one. I can put this in this LED binding. Okay. And very good. I think.
Yes. Now, do you think that this expression should result in an error, in a thrown error?
Like giving 0 to P.
What is
I
zero?
mean, sorry?
No, the new expression, line 20.
Um, so div, paragraph, no problem here. Div, just fine. P, unknown attribute, problem. Um, well, for the P, we are not giving a string, but
Oh, you know what? Sorry.
sorry,
Yeah. Add a child and at the text node child for P.
text mode child.
Mm-hmm.
You mean
Do you want to ask what the text node is?
yes.
Okay, that's a good question. First sign that I say something you don't know what it is. Don't
Yeah,
hesitate. Just hey, what's that?
right.
Text node is a node in H in the, I don't know if it's like in HTML. It's more like a DOM thing, or maybe also in HTML.
Oh, but
Not
you mean like this text?
no,
No. Okay. Sorry.
not all members of the DOM tree are elements. Some of them are text nodes.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. Now I think I I have some idea of what that is. My memory needs some refreshment.
does
But
that mean that
please
now you can
continue.
add a text node to P?
No, please continue.
So the P on line 23 has one child, and it's a text node. Now, did you hear the mob going off?
The one, yeah. So we rotate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So mob rotate.
No, mob next.
What? Oh, sorry. Well, I might have typed something wrong in. It was asking for my host. I mean, for my host password.
Uh, it's did it ask?
Yeah, it asked 2 times for. So if I do mob next,
It's not your.
username for GitHub. Really?
Yeah, I mean mob next pushes, right?
Ah, okay. And password for Well, that's a good question, but let me just.
What's the question? Not following.
The what my password is for GitHub.
Well, how do you hold on? In your other Git clones, do you
I
need to
don't have
provide a password when you push?
no, not at all.
Okay, so you have this clone set up wrong.
Um,
Let's go to some
yeah,
Git clone that you have where you can push and you're not asked for a password.
right.
Do a git remote with v flag. This is the protocol here is git at, this syntax is for SSH. Now go back
Yeah.
to htnl clone. Do the same. Remote.
Oh,
This is HTTPS, not SSH.
what the? That I was. So I did git clone and then
You provided some like URL to clone from, and this is the URL that you provided when you did git clone.
I provided this when I was cloning.
Most likely, I don't remember. I mean but this is what happens, right? Like Git doesn't make this up.
It's strange because I remember that um
You just
I was
copied
I
from the
was I
webpage.
was using so I oh yeah yes I forgot to click SSH and that's how I cloned it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
Uh
let's change that. It's good that you copied that. Let's do git remote set URL. It's one argument, set URL, but it's 2 words. And the casing
uh
is kebab case.
kebab case. Sorry, I always get confused about these terms. Kebab case is
The one that looks like a kebab on a skewer. You know what a skewer
oh
is? Skewer?
not sure. Let me just check kebab case.
You know what? You don't want to. I mean, I know you
Ah,
know what a skewer is.
skewer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I'm not familiar
Go,
with that word.
Google skewer.
How do you type it?
SKEWER.
SKEW
English.
E
Speaking English here.
W S
SK
Q S K
E.
E
No,
W.
no. English language E. This is I.
In ski.
W E. That's I. R. Romeo. That's a skewer.
Mountain pin made of wood, of bamboo or metal used for cooking. Okay.
Those
Okay.
are,
Okay.
so you see what kebab case is?
Yes, I see now. Okay. And now I know what the skewer is as well. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Uh, yeah, I tend to, when you say E, I tend to relate to the Hungarian E quite a few times.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
about
know.
that.
I get it.
So yeah, git remote. Or
Set
no,
URL.
git remote set URL.
Now the name of the remote.
Master,
No, that's a branch name.
the name
See,
of the
when we
remote.
listed the remotes above with git remote v, when we
You
listed
mean
them,
this? Yes.
we got two items. It's actually one, and the first column is the name of the remote.
Okay. And we want to change that now.
No, we're
So
not changing the name of the remote, changing the URL of the remote, but the command invocation is set URL and then the name of the
the
remote.
remote and then the
No,
SSH
that's not the
URL.
name of the
Sorry.
remote.
Yeah. Oh,
The
origin.
first column is the name of the remote.
Yeah, origin.
Now the new URL.
The SSH one. Need to copy it again.
Do a git
Okay.
fetch. Okay.
Okay.
Now do mob next again.
Oh well. And we are all good. Thank you for that.
I don't know. It says error.
Oh, oh, I need to push fur.
I think you don't have
Please make sure you
permissions
have the
for this
correct
repo yet,
access right. Oh yeah. Okay.
because even though I like added you, you might have not accepted that yet.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Let me just,
Don't share private things. We are
yeah.
recording.
So, invitation, accept the invitation. Okay.
Right. Now, to complete your rotation, I do have like focus on your on the riverside on the studio. That's how I know for certain that you've rotated.
All right.
Sharing screen,
Okay.
shared. I can combine with mob S7. I'm adding a text node, text, whatever. And this is not the correct case, and it's also supposed to be kebab case. And my question was, do you think that this expression should error or not?
Well, we we are giving a um additional argument for the P. I
What
do think that yes, like this should error because I'm guessing that we are adding that unknown attribute
Mm-hmm.
for the P.
Okay. So you're saying this expression should error because there's an unknown attribute and that's not valid on any tag name. So here's a follow-up question. Which expression should error?
The last P.
Um, so it'll be this expression or that expression?
I mean um perhaps the whole P expression
Well,
or one from the two or sorry.
he, here's a problem because I'm thinking. So we want let's bench that and expected error equals type thrown error and message equals. So, didn't mean to do that. Something like div. A div has children, and our error is in like the what second child, right?
Yeah.
So that would be 1, and then it'll be the second child of that. So that would be 1. Let's flip that around so it's not 1 1. It's just 1 0. Okay.
Okay.
So that's now a P we're in, and we want to say, okay, this element, um, now we can debate this syntax. I don't know what to say. I'm just like just dumping,
Mhm.
and we kind of want to say, I don't know whether there's like a good syntax for that, but we could say something like attribute unknown atter um, is unknown. We could say is unknown or is not valid for tag name P. I mean, we could be even nicer than not valid for P, because we could say, hey, we don't know what this attribute is at all. I think that's a bit more valuable than saying it's unknown, not valid for P.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And this is a bit like basically coming up with not with a language, but yeah, this is a nice problem. I mean, I understand that you're just like coming up with this, like how you started, like the div with the two um, 1 and 0
Index notations.
index notations. Good term, yeah. Um, so yeah, please continue.
Or maybe even something like unknown attribute, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say this is what we're reaching for. If if this is our goal with these to have this error path, well, then the expression that should throw is not this and not that, because this expression does not have that context.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't know anything about a div. It doesn't know anything about its parents. It
Mm-hmm.
cannot possibly know anything about its parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we need a way to have it know, or the children know about their parents and vice
No,
versa,
no,
or stuff like that. No?
not the children about their parents. I think it means that this should be more lazy than it currently is. And I see that my timer is at 10 seconds, so I will rotate ahead of time. And if you excuse me, I'll be back in a moment. Okay?
Yeah, me too. Me too. I need
All
to
right.
go to the bed. Thank you. I'm back.
I'm back.
Right. Me too. Sharing screen. All these clicks. um, and then
I,
yeah,
all those clicks that you just mentioned,
yeah,
I talked about that in the latest Nix Freaks that I published today,
right. That's good.
about how many clicks it takes to share screen under Wayland. Is it Wayland? You using Wayland or X?
I'm using Wayland.
Yeah. And you don't have to, of course, you don't have to listen to that episode. You can go to the show notes, and there's a link to the upstream issue in Chromium about this.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when you
Wait, we discovered this together.
Yes, exactly. We did this together. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. So I mentioned it in Nix Freaks.
Yeah, and then I remember you telling me that you are going to mention it in next weeks.
Mm-hmm. I remember that as well now.
All right. So Mob T7
Mm-hmm.
and Mob Star.
Mm-hmm. You can shorten it to just S.
Oh yeah, just like with the T. And also, like I realized that so many times when I want to open a code file or like my a repository, I can just use the terminal like Codium and the path, and that's it. And I keep opening uh,
Mm-hmm.
VS Code separately. So yeah. Anyway, just a quick note for me to
Well, it's going to be inevitable because the more you use direnv,
yeah
right?
yeah.
By the way, Nix Vim is awesome.
Nix Wim
Nix Vim.
Nix Wim.
What is that?
Oh, so
It it fixed it for you. The
uh,
it you got it got you there somehow.
oh, and that's how your desktop environment looks that nice.
No. What does Vim have to do with it? My desktop environment.
I mean, no, sorry. I well, little bit. I can see you can change the color scheme, for example, and then
I don't have the nicest Nix Vim configuration, but I think I have a pretty good setup of how to of how I integrate it in my infra. So if you want to
uh,
start using Nix Vim, I recommend my infra repo. Actually, recently it took me a few days and I restructured my entire infra repo. I read through all of the files, which is, I don't know, around 200 files. And I rewrote quite a few things. So now I'm happy to recommend my infra repo again.
okay. Could you tell me how am I going to find that?
Yep.
Maybe.
It's on GitHub and it's called infra. I mean, you're going to find someone's infra repo. But if you want to find mine infra repo, it's mighty I am.
TI.
Yeah, the word mighty, IAM. I have 180 stars. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, now it's 180. That's cool indeed. Okay, thanks for that. Um,
Yeah, if you just go through this stuff, if you search this for make option, if you search this repo for make option and just read, study all of those, that's a file search.
oh,
The general search is at the top.
are we here? Ah,
Mm-hmm.
okay, option.
Yeah. You probably want, if you really want to do this, you probably want to clone it and use your editor to search things, but make option and you read all of these make option and you like do your best to understand all of them, then you will learn the Nix packages module system and you will learn like good practices, I think.
Amazing. Thanks for that. I just start this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already a note. Even though I was not cloning it, at least and search make option there, but at least I made this note. Thanks for that.
Welcome.
Yeah. And do I need to fetch or? Oh no, everything is here. Okay.
And you should probably have the timer somewhere visible because
Oh yeah,
this would be a
we
good
talked
time to
about that.
rotate.
Yeah. Um. Oh, it's already telling me that it's your turn. So
Sharing
I,
shared.
I can see.
So this expression does not have the context to provide us with that error message. The only expression that would have the context to provide us with that error message is this.
Yeah.
But not even that. Not even that one, because there's no difference between this one and this one.
Sorry, between that one and what was the first one?
That.
Ah, okay.
They're calls to the same thing.
For the same expression.
They're calls to the same function.
Yeah.
So you can't say, hey, you be lazy, like don't like type check your attributes yet, but you go ahead and type check your arguments, your attributes.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that. It needs to be more lazy. So none of so these functions, and of course these are all just, if I go to definition, these are all just polymorphic partials, and those are actually just polymorphic element. They're all this function. So this function should not do eager validation as it currently is. And we can prove that it currently is because here, This expression, there's a test here that this expression produces an error, a throw.
Yeah.
So this test actually becomes something like, well, first, this has nothing to do with children in this context, so let's just do that. And um, test validation is lazy, right? Something like that. And it said, and it should be something like expected value. Sorry, what is this? How does it work? Uh, let me be smarter about this. Okay. Like this maybe. It's expected. Okay. Expected. So this is obviously like wrong. Um, but we could do a better one where it's like, okay, so let's do this. Let's do unknown attribute, right? And then um, we do this, and then expected, right? Expected should be. We usually don't do this, right? We don't usually test against the. So I don't I don't know exactly what should be here yet. What am I doing? Sorry, keyboard. There should be something here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's formatted. The point is, and we'll figure it out. But the point is that it does not throw,
Mm-hmm.
and this would also not throw. No, we need to pass it on to serialize, right?
Yeah, you can, yeah, inherit, serialize.
What's going on here? We're not using H. Okay. So when we do serialize, we want the thrown error, and we want it to say all of that possibly. We should also be able to do here. I don't know. Consider the path syntax more thoroughly. And that will also happen naturally when we gather more examples. I don't really know that we need more examples. I think not like more examples of that have to do with attributes, right? Because the only thing we have with attributes is, or maybe like the value is not correct for that attribute. But we already have those kinds of tests somewhere else. And they will probably have to be modified because they don't have this in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, like I don't know why this is useful, right? Like why the fact that this is a div is useful, but we don't mention that this maybe we should do something like that.
Well, a kind of graph, like a written graph. Um,
You want it to be more visual, like some kind of a tree.
like could be, but no, it can be just like that text
The thing is, it's a
rotating.
single path, so I don't. I don't know that we should go as far as to like mention nodes in the tree that have nothing to do with this error.
Yeah, I agree.
A different thing that we could do is we could show all of the errors at once. That would be a nice feature.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Um,
That's a very different syntax.
hmm.
I think we should do that because it's nicer. If you give one
Okay.
error at a time, then it the developer must do iterations, right?
Y- Yeah.
Our users would have to do iterations. If you
By
give them
that
all the
you.
errors at once, they might be able to solve them all at once.
Oh yeah, yeah. But here, like, so tester fat tests edition lazy expected something.
Wait, are you confusing between? Are you conflating between? When I say multiple errors, do you understand I'm referring to not the fact that we have multiple tests, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, of course, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was not confusing about this. Like, these are two different tests, and now
Mm-hmm.
we are here. Yeah. So yeah, and how would you start this? Like, so we want to. So if I understood correctly, you want to give users more errors or all the errors.
All the errors on a tree, like all of them together, or a list. Maybe it's a list, not a tree.
Yeah, it can be a list, like a nested list or recursive.
A nested list is a tree,
Yeah, nested list is a tree. Yeah.
but so let's make some more errors. Let's make some more HTML with more errors in it, like all sorts of errors.
Right. Like so in this same expression, like I just copy this one.
Why are you copying? We want one like rename test error path line 16 to test big test.
Big boom.
Right. Okay. So let's have some nodes without errors and some nodes with errors. For example, the P that has no problem, that's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Line 22, let's, instead of just fine, let's give a wrong argument. Instead of a string, give a number there. After that, add a um like an A element, not after following that child of another add another sibling
Add another
after the P.
ah
Not textually after the P, but as
like
a
this unit.
subsequent sibling.
Yeah.
Add an A that has a couple of children. Oh, that's not how we do couple
So,
of children. How do we do multiple children?
well, wait, the A is what is the A attribute? Sorry, it's the for the linking
Actually, you're
or
right. It doesn't make sense that it'll have multiple. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You know, you can make it a div if you like, if it makes more sense. Let's make it a div so we don't have get confused.
all right.
Okay? So now let's make this div have a couple of children. One of them is null.
Like by children you mean I'm not exactly sure where should I like not arguments for the div, but children just like oh inside the div. Like
Mm-hmm.
first I so a
Yep.
div needs to
That's not valid.
like
No, that's not what
no,
I mean.
that's not valid. Oh well shit. Okay.
Um, I need your code as well.
In my code,
Yep.
uh I need to do a mob next.
That's right. Shared.
Right.
Okay. The div will have a couple of children. One is null, and the other is I think an adder set is also a good, like just an empty adder set is also a good error. What more can we do? Uh, let's add another child. What is this? Here, where this is like an A, and it takes href, but the href is of the wrong type. It's a list.
Mm-hmm.
That's not valid.
Should be a string, right?
Or an asset.
On asset.
and uh, text for this. Or what if we have a an element here that receives yeah, that receives another list. This is list and then another list. This is not valid. So I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now we have quite a few errors.
Oh yeah, we do. We certainly do. And then we need to figure out how sorry, didn't mean to do all that. And figure out how we want to for this to be displayed.
We need to invent a language.
Um. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. So here's one like so there's a div.
Yeah.
I have a wild idea.
Oh.
Why don't we like render the HTML anyway, but then never provide it as the returned value, but throw it as an error and embed the errors inside of it.
So providing the HTML and rendering the errors inside it, I'm not sure if how I should imagine that.
Let me do it. So div, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Div. And I don't. This might help us a little bit for
Yeah.
because as soon
There's
as I do
the
this, I get the. You see,
yeah.
I get the syntax highlighting and maybe also better editing. Okay, so this div is like that's fine, that's valid, and then it has a p which has no problem here. Am I right?
Yeah.
And then there's a div.
That has
Has a
one
p. Mhm.
the P, yeah. Uh that is a problem. Invalid
Yep.
argument.
Here's the text and unknown actor. Like okay, so pro equals problem, right? How do we do that? How do we like now like shout at the user saying this is actually an unknown attribute?
Are you familiar with the Elm REPL error messages?
No. What
Well,
do Elm REPL errors look like?
those are, I think, the best of the best if we talk about error messages.
Okay, I get you. Well, this I'm familiar with this from Rust as well. I like it. Do you think we can do something like, oh boy, that'll be, where's this character anyway?
Yeah. How did you find it? What was that character?
It's on my keyboard. It's a carrot,
Carrot.
most likely on your keyboard as well.
Most likely. Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. Okay. Sharing screen. 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks. I counted. No problem. Start. And mob.
You did it. You did the combined.
Is the combined one. Yeah. So yeah, I was previous. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So sorry. It's phone. Um. So yeah, I would. Uh. I
Mhm.
think so. The fact that um, even if you go to the Elm official Elm site, like Elm
Mhm.
language, and here, maybe not here, maybe in the guide,
Playground. I saw the
error.
other button.
No, not the playground. That's those are just examples, I think. But
I mean, we would see the errors there.
yeah, we would see the errors there. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Let's check something simple. HTML hello. And I give a list. No, we will not see the errors here. This is not right for this, but let me open a new tab, and I have a simple Elm application, I think, somewhere. CD fractal clock and codion dot. Oh no, not here. Sorry, I was wrong. Let's do the pointy. That's the best one. Switch main and oh, I guess. Sorry, I have to do this. Okay, so now first I do a dev VM here, and I go into the front end, and I start the front end web development, and here we are going to see the errors pretty nicely. Cool. Oh, actually, see the front end. Maybe on that. Okay. So, let's see an action, and oh god, I thought this is going to be instant. I think I did some garbage collection again or something like that. Sorry about that. But this is going to like if I set this up, it's going to be there would be an easier way to
Try going back to the playground.
Yeah.
And opening the dev tools. Now change something. Cause an
Comparison
error.
works. This should cause an error. Oh. But I cannot run it. Like,
click rebuild.
Oh, rebuild. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay.
You don't need the dev
I
tools
was
either.
so wrong with all this. Let me just close all these. I didn't see these buttons right. It's well made actually. So yeah, I caused an error.
Right.
And it says, I got the end of the line without seeing the closing double quote. String looks like this.
Well, we have no
we have no
code.
Yeah.
We have in our case we have no code, so we cannot report line numbers or anything like that. But we do have like theoretical HTML that would be right. That's the idea that like suddenly came to me. We could do something like that. But as far as like syntactically, we can see some position, and in this case, it's a zero span. But I think it could not. It could be also not a zero span. There. Now it's a 4 span. It's a span of 4 characters.
Span of 4 characters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The word text.
Yeah. Yeah, the text function expands 1 argument but got 2 instead.
So there's like in our case we won't have one like error message at the top and then a single
Oh.
sharing. Shared.
Right.
We might have something like this, and then unknown attributes. Yeah. The syntax highlighting is problematic here, but because I don't know in what ways it would break because we are doing weird things to it like that.
Yes.
I think it actually just interprets this part as a text node. Like this is valid HTML for what it's worth. I mean, valid syntactically. It's valid HTML syntax. I don't know if it's valid HTML. Like this is not valid HTML. It's an unknown attribute. So okay. So this is, we can like continue.
What
about this? This is a P. This is a P that took 1 as an argument, right?
Invalid. So it's not an unknown attribute, but an invalid argument.
So what's the span? The span would be this.
Yes.
Invalid argument. I don't know. Like the value, we can print the value
Uh,
if it's
yeah,
stringifiable or something like
or
that.
you can even say like it expects a string, but instead it got an
It
integer.
does not expect only a string.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It can be an attr set or a list or
Okay, okay. So yeah, and anyway, it would be would add a lot of complexity, like telling the user what it expects and what it is. It's just yeah, it's enough saying like invalid argument one. I think this is for now.
I think the type is important.
Yeah, the type invalid
Of
argument
type
type. Invalid
of type
argument of
number,
type. Yeah,
value, and value 1. That's pretty good.
pretty nice. Yeah.
And now we have a div,
Okay.
I think we should, and the div has 2 children. One is null, which is invalid in its own way, and another is attr set, which is an invalid in its own way.
Wait. So the div in htnl. So in HTML, the div expects two arguments. One is the one for the
No, it's
h.
polymorphic. The number
It's
of
poly.
number of arguments varies. In this case, and it's not there's no difference between p and div, but
Okay.
there can be a difference between with elements that are not, that don't have children.
Mm-hmm.
These are called void elements. Are they really called void elements? Whatever.
Black
A
hole
br
elements. Yeah.
a br cannot take, like, you see a p can take this,
Yeah.
and it can also take list of that,
Yeah.
but it cannot, but a br cannot take any children. So it cannot take a child, right? It cannot take a
BR is
list.
the BR is the break, like a line
Yes.
break. Or, okay.
So it cannot take that. It can only take an attr set. And in fact, it must be given an attr set.
Yeah.
So this is polymorphic. This is a polymorphic API. So this is
Okay.
not about the first argument. And the first
Understood.
argument and the first argument of div is fine. It's a list.
Yeah.
That's valid,
That's a
right? So we should just,
yeah.
the error should just, so div should be rendered, and the problem is with its children. What I'm thinking is, if the child is null, we could do something. It's kind of funny, but we could do something like this. Can we do that? Can we do something like, type? Oh boy. Maybe just maybe just maybe just that, and like do invalid invalid node of type null. Let's do something like this. Invalid argument type number value, something like this. Oh boy, this broke the syntax for a moment. I'm not sure how to. Maybe like this. Maybe this makes more sense.
Yeah, it's more coherent. Right. Sharing screen. Share. Okay. So I
To make it more consistent, on line 49, we can do invalid node semi.
no semi, like writing out semi
Semicolon.
or semicolon.
Just like there is similar syntax to 46.
Yeah.
Remove the word of. Type colon null. Null has only one value, so don't need to mention the value.
So this is it.
It's a good question because I kind of want to make this like, if we can, valid HTML syntactically at least. And I don't think this is. I think we need to put something. So maybe we make this an HTML comment. Line 48. Maybe we make that an HTML comment. Can you just make that a comment? No, an
Yes.
HTML comment. And if you don't know what an HTML comment is, then find out.
It's this is a comment.
That's a comment.
Just this one, right? And this one at the end.
No.
Or no, that's the expression. So these ones. I guess.
Really?
Sorry?
See more examples. You need see the examples below. There are examples, right?
So it starts with an exclamation. Oh. Oh no, wait. So no, wait. I'm getting confused. So
Go to a different page, web page. I don't like that website. Read or look at the examples, whatever you like.
Kindness stretches over several lives. And so this whole thing is a comment. Exclamation mark. And these, we call them, we just discussed,
Hyphen.
yeah. Okay. So what if we just make
Make it a comment first.
it a comment
Make
first?
it an empty comment. This is almost an empty comment. Still has a space in it.
Oh yeah.
your your uh your editor rendering is making it a mistake here. It does not know that this is HTML, so it does whatever the heck it wants. Okay.
Yeah.
But we don't really want it to be an empty comment. I think what I was reaching my idea was that the error could be in the error message could be in the comment. Invalid node type null would just be there in the comment. That would be the comment.
Good one.
Yeah, no extra space. Trim it.
Extra space where?
Yes.
Oh. Oh,
Okay.
no, come on. Oh, here is Shane. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you disable that?
Disable what?
The feature that makes
Oh, this that makes
characters
this.
into things that they are not really.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can disable it. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Let me just. Oh, oh, shit. All right, next time. Um,
Sharing.
okay.
Shared.
Okay.
I don't have your I don't have your code, I think. Oh, I do. Here it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Another problem I see here is that I don't think we should see elements that that don't have problems in them at all, because you know it could easily get very long, and like how would the user would even find their, we don't want to spam the user.
Yeah.
So this, in which there's no problem, I think we won't show it, but we need to show that we have snipped. So here's a comment, right?
Yeah.
Something like, I don't know, snip. How about scissors? Do you have a scissors? Yeah, we have scissors. Is this good?
Barely seeing it. but
Hmm?
yeah, it's good. Yeah, yeah,
I
I
don't know
can see it.
why in Neovide I have like not a nice the font that is used here shows this, and but like here is nicer. I'm not sure what
Ah,
that's
you mean
about.
the icon, the emoji?
It's the font.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
it's
not
the
said. I
font
don't know
basically.
what you
Yeah,
mean.
but yeah, yeah, yeah. I meant that.
Thing is,
But
yep.
maybe when it's rendered, it looks differently. I mean, it looks like I don't know.
It's the same code. It's the same Unicode code point, and
Mhm.
it's rendered according to whatever font is used to render it, and that's out of our control for the user.
I see.
In my editor, it is under my control. The question is, do I now go and figure out what font is used for emojis, and how do I, if I want to override it, how do I do that? And
I don't think we should.
I think
We
the
should.
cause for this may be that I have maybe that I don't have. Yeah, it's fonts and precedents, and whatever is used here is probably not the monospace font. That's why it has nice emojis, and my monospace font has emojis, but they're not nice.
Mhm.
So I think I should change that. I should get. So I'm going to make a note to myself to. Let me just stop sharing screen. So I need nice monospace emojis. Okay, I made the note. I'll share screen again.
Right, and I should probably do the same.
No, do what? Oh, I mean, sure, but if you like.
Of course, yeah, I would like to. I would like to have that font. Um,
Okay, so this div, this is snip, this is div, this is unknown attribute. This is invalid argument. So, so we can still show the p here, but we do this thing. But now that we've figured out that we can use HTML comments to point things out, let's reconsider this and that. Well, this is pointing at an attribute. More specifically, at an attribute name. And at this position, we cannot insert a comment. We can't do that. There's no,
mhm.
comments live outside of elements. So what we can do is for this is for this to be a comment.
Yeah,
This could be an HTML comment, but I don't think that provides any. I don't know that provide, and we can try to align it again, right? But that doesn't seem to provide any more value to the user.
yeah. Just keep that and just write unknown attribute. How about that?
You mean this?
No, I mean, do the comment but just
Here's the comment.
use use the comment and just have the unknown attribute text in it without the
Without this,
maybe, yeah.
well,
I was thinking about that.
how do we tell the user which
Oh yeah,
attribute
I
we're
would
referring?
say which attribute, yeah. Um
I think
so
this is good,
yeah,
and this is valid syntax because this is considered a text node.
yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
all right, and this is an invalid argument, again, arguments don't have, right? Like this is an invalid node. So this kind of makes sense because it's like, we could also do this without a line. Sorry, without a comment. We just do that. I mean, that,
I
right?
mean, yeah, I think I would prefer not mixing two ways of showing errors, like comments and simple texts, so maybe I would prefer this. Right, sharing screen and shared mob S7, and now I don't need to oh, I have this font. See?
Yeah.
But do I have your codes? Or we did that. You did. Oh yeah, I do have your code. Yeah, okay. So the ligatures. These font ligatures. The thing is that the font ligatures was and nh was best. But to make it work, I might need to reopen.
Nah, VS Code, you think it won't auto load? It's
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, fixed.
all right. Okay. That looks. So why do we need the snip, right? What like my so we kind of want to convey that things are like pretty much everything that you see here is caused is caused by the presence of an error. So my question is like line 48, right? If you read it, how does the user know that this is not part of their valid HTML? Well, because if it was valid HTML, it would not have been shown. That's true for line 41 as well. So in a way, valid HTML is not shown here. But we cannot be also too simplistic about this, because this is supposed to be helpful in orienting the user towards where their errors are. So if, for example, we snip on line 41, how does the user at that point know which div this div is on line 42? For that matter, that would be true for line 40 as well, because we support fragments. We support serializing fragments, so there could be right? There could be multiple top-level elements.
Mhm.
So we need to be able to. We need a syntax that says this is like as much detail as we want it to be. Do we want to say this is a div? Do we want to say? I think what the one thing we have to say if we are snipping is the index of the element. So that this div on line 40 is at index 0. Now, in this case, we don't have to do it because we don't snip. But for line 42, we did snip before it. So we need to provide the index of that div. Otherwise, the user
Mhm.
wouldn't know how many elements before it exist.
And how do you imagine providing the index?
So one way we could do is instead of an index, we could say snipped n elements. But that doesn't give an index because there could be multiple snips, and then you'd like have to perform addition or to figure out the index of anything.
Yeah.
So I think that's not a good idea, a good design. I think we should provide an index somewhere, probably on line 42.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want to keep this like syntactically HTML, then maybe it should be after the opening tag. And then it could be a HTML comment or text node, like text node. Yeah.
Let's I I would prefer staying with text nodes,
hmm And
but
that could be true for line 41 as well. Why is it an HTML comment? Why not just a text node
oh
that
yeah,
said that is like just literally just the scissors?
yeah. Let's try that.
Sharing.
Nice.
Shared. So we have scissors here, and we have to say something like that. So this would be 1, right?
Yeah.
So we're quite. And by the way, this would be easier. This would be easier to implement because this is unconditional. This is conditional, right?
Conditional by
If there was snipping here, then you need to do this, or maybe it's 10. We don't know.
but if it's not snipped,
It's not snipped, then you can see that this is 0.
yeah. Yeah, oh, and we count the indexes from the not snipped one, right?
No, we provide the real index.
The real index. Okay. But
This
in
is
this
1
case, yeah. Okay.
because
Yeah.
this is 0 and this is 1.
Okay, but if we would have like more nested diffs without snips, we start showing. We only show the index where there is an error. This is what you want.
We we want to show stuff that is useful.
So yeah, at that index, there's this
So this
error.
is a reasonable syntax for index, right? This is understand. It'll be
Mhm.
understood. But what if this div has a class or an ID, right?
Mhm.
Hmm? It
Well,
has an ID.
in that case, we put the
We
index
could do
0 that,
this,
yeah.
but I don't think we want to do that. User might have lots of attributes. That's we want to focus on the actual errors here, not to give extraneous information.
Yeah,
Sure,
point.
maybe IDs are especially helpful, right? Because they're supposed to be unique,
Mhm.
right? But but other attributes, I don't think they should be displayed.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So maybe this P has an ID as well. Actually, this has an invalid argument, so I don't think this should have an ID. Oh, this is Breaking Bad. This is an invalid node. Um, maybe this has. No, I think we should stop focusing on ID. This is fine to have just one of those, but I think we should have like something like to do like something like, you know what, this has a class, okay,
Okay. Where we have
and we
the
don't we don't
invalid argument.
we don't print it. We don't print the class. Where's the which one is that? This one?
Yeah.
We don't do this because it's not. We don't want to overload the error message here.
Yeah.
And this has another invalid node. Type adder set. And we cannot print an arbitrary adder set. We can't do that.
Yeah. But it's fine typing out like this, right?
I think so. But what if there's a what if there's a what if there's a what if there's an invalid node? Let's do another one where there is a valid node between invalid nodes. Like here there would be There would be a div here. Sorry, I should start here, right? Oh, but we didn't quite finish the current data, right? Think we've reached this point, and then we don't have this A.
Yeah. The href, that's an invalid argument for the href.
Yep.
Right. Sharing screen. Shared. Yeah. So which one was it? The so there's an A
Line 29.
after, yeah, the line, yeah, 29, and here between line 50 and 51 there's an
No,
A.
it's
No,
no, it's it's a child of the top element.
oh, it's child of the top element of this sleeve.
Yeah. So it's after line 51.
This sleeve. If oh, it's after line 51. Yeah. So basically here, okay. So we have an
It's an A.
A. Yeah. And oh, come on. She not getting used to. So there's an A, and the child of the A is the age ref.
It's not a child. No,
It's not a
the
child,
link
it's
text
an
is a child.
argument. Okay, so A, and we do.
No, this is not an invalid argument. Type in the href.
Oh yeah, to type in the href, but
The
after
href should be shown. Go ahead, type it in.
after
The
the
href
A,
attribute. Where the attribute should be. It's an attribute of the A.
so it should be inside the.
That's where children go.
That's where children go. Okay, and the attribute go. I'm really bad in HTML syntax. Like I,
There's an example on line 43.
line 43. Oh yeah.
That's where an attribute goes.
Okay, so we were here, and we
Put in the
do.
attribute. That's not where the attribute goes.
Wait a second. So you said line example at line 43.
Yep. 43, the element is P, and it has an attribute.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So A Um, and here we should say href,
href
href, uh,
equals no
equals,
space.
oh yeah, um,
The value for that href is invalid. So I think there will be no equals.
just the error, maybe. Or-
Mm-hmm.
mhm. So
Remove the equals.
yeah, and well, I will someday get used to this keyboard. So it's 4 characters, like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Href, invalid argument, type uh, list,
It's not an invalid argument.
invalid.
It's an invalid attribute value.
Oh,
Um,
oh no,
yeah, it is. It is a list. What do you mean?
yeah, yeah, it was a list. So that's why I did it, or type list. Um, but it should take a string, right? So,
No, no. What do you?
or
What if? What do you? What is missing for you?
what's missing for me is that what the um what the issue is here. Ah, so
Sharing. Shared. Did I share the correct screen?
yeah.
Did you have any more thoughts on this?
No, no, the href attribute in the HTML expects, or that doesn't matter. Like now, I got confused about the whole polymorphic and the what is the error? So for the href we provided a string in a list,
Mm-hmm.
and then a link. So there's an extra.
No, no. What do you mean then a
So
link? This is not a link. It's just a text node that says link.
yeah, but I just consider
Also,
that
it's
as a
it's
link.
not an
Yeah,
attribute. It's a child node.
it's channeled. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So what's the problem there?
I think this is correct. I think this is good.
Okay.
One problem in this line is that we're not currently showing the contents of this A. See this. Where was it? This thing? We're showing the text here, but this is wrong because what if it's more than just text, or what if it's really really long text? Right? We
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah.
In fact, we want to snip this because it's not relevant to the error. All right.
Yeah.
It's not relevant to the error, so it's snipped.
Yeah.
And that's the case here as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise,
Patterns.
Mhm.
Patterns start emerging. Maybe. I don't know.
Sorry,
Just it was just
better start what?
no, it was just a thought. It was just a thought that patterns start emerging, like the way we
Mm-hmm.
handle errors and scissors and all that. What we snip and why we snip
Mm-hmm.
it, and what is relevant, what is not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm trying to think this sometimes why we are doing this. I'm trying to like anyway, not relevant. The
Mm-hmm.
relevant part of I wanted to say is that I can see some patterns emerging, and it's
Mm-hmm. That you can see some
it's
patterns
fun.
emerging.
It's yeah, and it's a fun procedure. It's yeah, it's fun to yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Likewise, after this A, we have a div that where this argument is unexpected. That would be something like div. How did we do invalid argument? Like this? Okay. So the reason we have no children here, right, is because we cannot have any children if there's an invalid argument, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's a different invalid argument. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure whether the first one is exactly what we want, right? Because it's a first argument here, and over here it's the second argument that's invalid.
So we snip the no. We write out the
Yeah, maybe invalid first argument, and then I don't know, invalid second argument. It's not invalid. It's unexpected in this case. It's
no.
unexpected. This is we have a test for this somewhere. We have a test for this. Maybe arg validation. No, no. Tag validation, raw partials, fragment. Are there errors here? No. What about void elements? Well, that's similar, but this is not the case.
It um sharing screen share.
Find us all cases of expected error.
Find all cases of is expected or error in the big test or from the big test. Or sorry,
I'm,
what
I'm, loo-
was
I'm looking for, I want to find all the tests that have expected error.
from the big test?
No, from all the tests. I want to find
From
all
all
the
the tests.
tests. I want to find all the tests that have an expected error. A test can have either an expected value or an expected error. On line 33, there's an example of a test that has an expected error. It's that 33.
32. Yeah.
It's that attribute that I want to see, that I want to look for.
Okay. Sir,
Let me be more clear.
yeah.
We have under system agnostic tests directory. Can you point at it?
Which directory? Sorry.
System agnostic tests, which is under bear. That's a file,
This
not
one.
a directory.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that
here it
directory.
is.
In here, we have files that are they're test files. The next
Yeah.
files here are test files. They contain tests.
Yeah.
A test can either expect a value or expect an error.
Yes.
I
Um,
want you to show me all of the tests that expect an error. Now, I didn't want to tell you exactly how to do it, but since you don't seem to, can you seem to think of a way to do that? Like line 33?
um, no, I'm unsure about what I should do next.
Line 33 shows an example of a test that expects an error,
Yes.
right? All of the
Yeah.
tests that expect an error have this attribute.
Yeah.
Line 33
Yeah.
has an attribute expected error. All of the tests that expect error have this attribute. I want you to find all of them. I want a list of all of them because I
All the
want to look at them
expected
one by one.
errors in the whole repo.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
um.
this is inside a .drenv. I think you should.
Yeah. Yeah. I should go into back to the directory where the tests are.
Well,
Maybe.
I think you should
or
enable the thing where the search feature does not search inside things that are get ignored.
oh, sorry. And how exactly?
It's the third field, and it's not the it's that button. I think. No? Well, it's still showing dot
Use exclude
use exclude.
settings and ignore files.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think it should be clicked. Click it again. Now it's not using, right?
Yeah, it's 62
So
results. Six.
something is not right here because it's still showing us the contents of .drenv, which should be excluded. Well, if you, this is not .nvrc is not excluded specifically in this project, excluded globally. So I think what's happening here is that maybe VS Code is not really asking Git. Maybe it has its own mechanism. Maybe it goes and when it goes and reads your global exclude file, but it does it only once and remembers the contents of it. So do you understand what you have to do, if that's correct?
Um,
No.
oh, sorry.
Do you understand what I said?
Once again, sorry. Can you repeat what you said? For a moment, I
Yes.
threw away.
Yes. Maybe VS Code is not using Git. Well, obviously it's not using Git for this, because if it was using Git for this, it wouldn't have found anything in .nvrc. Right?
Mhm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I understood that.
Wait, hold on,
This,
don't rotate.
okay, okay.
So it's not using Git for this. If it's not using Git for this, then there are two options. Either it's not using your global git ignore files. Okay, I think you should only listen, not do things, because then you'd really
Yeah,
listen.
sorry. Yeah.
Did you run out of focus or?
No. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. I was just yeah.
Okay, so obviously your editor is not using Git itself to figure out which files should be ignored,
Hmm.
because Git
Understood.
does ignore .drenv.
Yes.
So if that's the case, it is reading and using the same files that Git does, right? The .git ignore files, right?
Yes.
Now it is probably also using the global ones, like the one in which you have put the directive to ignore .drenv, right?
Yes.
It probably does use global ones because otherwise it would not be as useful and it would be different than what than the behavior of Git, right? It probably wants to behave like Git in this regard.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just assuming that it reads the global ones as well.
But then why it is not
Exactly.
excluding?
Why are we seeing a result from derivative? So what I'm assuming is that VS Code does not read them every time. It reads them once. The global ones it reads once because it's assuming okay maybe they don't change very often. But guess what? We did change it while VS Code was running. I
Uh-huh.
think.
Uh-huh. Maybe you would say if I would reload. No.
Yeah. Try restarting the
Yeah.
editor.
Okay.
Do we still get this result? The same result?
Let's see.
No,
Expected.
that's files to exclude. You're typing in the wrong place.
Oh. Uh.
The answer was already there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd still get this. So
Yes.
I suppose Visco does not read your global git ignore.
Mm-hmm.
No, we could dig deeper into this, but I don't care so much about this. We
Mm-hmm.
can ignore that result.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But let's rotate.
All right. Uh,
Shared screen.
can see.
Let me close all the buffers and search for expected error. Okay. Here's one. Non-asset context detected, non-asset, non-asset. This is only by type, assertion error. I don't quite understand why this is under tag validation. But but this is pretty much it, this is similar. This is pretty much it, right? Like this is first argument is a text node child. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is different because this is not a partial. This is H itself. For H itself, this is an empty string tag, which is indeed invalid. This is an empty string tag, which is indeed invalid. Or if you give it a number is invalid, or if it has a hyphen, it's invalid, or if it's some out of range, that's invalid. And we have these
Mm-hmm.
tests here, and that's cool. And you know what? Let's go back and um, add that kind of error here, where we do something silly like that, like we do age number, right? Or yeah, age number and I don't know, empty list. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait. H is not a partial. Hold on. No. H is htnl polymorphic element. Okay. Okay. So href, and then what would this look like? Invalid tag name, right? Invalid tag name. How do you let's do like mdn tag name. This is a tag name property, but tag name, just 2 words, okay. Invalid tag name, type number. Is that what I did? Number, value,
Yes. You added
9.
9 for the header. Yeah. I mean, age goes for the header, right?
What header? What's header?
No, the age.
H is that.
Yes. Okay. Polymorphic data elements. Oh, so yeah, it's just polymorphic. Okay.
Okay. And now we were discussing this second argument. So I think we should go back to this search. Expected error. Wrong type. Yeah, that's not it. Cannot be serialized. Expected error. Cannot serialize. First argument to raw must be string. Raw receive invalid assets. Second argument to raw must be I don't know what that means, but it's not relevant. Non-asset context. These are all just invalid tag names. List value provided for non-list attribute. That's not it. No such attribute. Attribute href not allowed on tag P. Non-true value for Boolean attribute. Attempt to pass children to void element. HR is also a void element. Attempt to pass children to void element. I don't think we have a... Yeah, look, we don't have a test for this. Okay. That's funny. We don't have a test for that. Okay, fine. So we get to decide here. So what is this? This is like... This is unexpected. Right? Argument after... I don't know. Unexpected additional argument or something like that. It's like extraneous argument. What do you say?
Yeah, I think the MREPL has something nice for this. Yeah, we are rotating, of course, sharing screen. So if you remember, Jesus, how many? So here it says the text function expects one argument, but it got two instead. This is how
Uh,
it says.
yeah, that's not very helpful because um um it has a fixed number of arguments, but our API is polymorphic.
Ah, yeah.
Does Elm have a polymorphic function?
Of course. Of course. I mean,
Can you
polymorphism
call
is,
a polymorphic function with like more arguments than it expected?
yes, like, let's say, um, x, number, x, oh, number, uh,
I'm not asking you to make a function,
yeah, yeah, but I just wanted to make a simple polymorphic function to,
but I don't. We're not interested in like general language errors. This is not a general language error. We're trying to make an error for an API that says something like, well, you've already provided me with an argument that I have that I have like assumed that means that would be the children of this element, and then you've provided me with yet another argument where I didn't expect that.
yeah, it's just that we say we expected one or,
No, this is I want a better error message than just the number of arguments.
oh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I thought maybe Elm has a similar
Well,
error message, and maybe it does. Can you show
yeah,
me
but,
in Elm how you make a div?
yes.
Make an empty
So,
div.
x
Not
equals,
not the function. Make render an empty div.
yes, that's what I want.
Can't do that in main.
Of course I can do that.
Oh,
Div, um,
empty.
uh, uh, and but I then need to maybe I don't have to put this in a 30. This should build, I think.
Remove the text. I don't want the text.
Okay.
Empty div.
Oh, I need to import it. Okay, empty div.
What's the first argument for?
It's for the HTML attributes. I mean the CSS HTML attributes go in
Attributes are
there,
not
and
CSS.
yeah, the HTML attributes go in there, and in the second one, the actual elements or children of the
Add
the
a
actual content, or yeah.
add a text child.
Okay.
Now, can you remove the first argument?
If I remove the first argument, then I
What'll
get
happen?
first argument to div is not what I expected. This argument is a list of type this one, but div needs the first argument to be this one.
So it's not polymorphic.
This is not polymorphic, but we could Actually,
I'm
I
not
would be
asking whether we
curious
could
to.
make it polymorphic. No.
No, I
Mhm.
was thinking about writing a simple polymorphic function and trying it out.
Again, that
Like,
doesn't help because we're not looking for an example of a language level error message. A language level error message will always ever just tell you, I expected one argument, I got two arguments, or something similar to that. I was thinking maybe Elm has a polymorphic function the same way that htnl's functions are polymorphic, and then it would already have an example error message, but it doesn't seem to have these polymorphic functions. So let's forget about Elm.
okay.
And what's going on with our timer?
Oh yeah, it's timer. Probably I should. I didn't even start the timer. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
Um. So would you continue, or let's see how we stand with. Okay. Um.
I see the studio, so I'm going to share screen.
Okay.
It's shared.
Right.
So this error message, unexpected additional argument. Um, received additional argument, received argument. Let's not think about this too much. If it's not clear, unexpected additional argument, type number, value 1. Okay, I'm buying it.
Okay.
Is it
Okay.
really, wait, what do you mean value 1? No, it's type list. That's it.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Good enough. Good enough. I think.
Now we
Good enough.
wanted a valid element somewhere, like, for example, this, or maybe here. Something like P valid. That would be, uh, here's the A. P. No, we snipped
Caesar.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, since we snipped it, now, what about the index? I don't know. What about the index for this? Well, we provided index for that. And this is like,
Oh,
why don't we provide index for this? Because it obviously 1, and this is obviously 2, and this is obviously 3. And when there are errors, we're not expecting, a great huge number of errors, right?
yeah, but we can expect, like, what I'm thinking about is that from the first snip. So if there's a snip, that means an error comes after that, right? And solving that error and getting to the previous snip all the way to the first snip until we resolve the errors, and
already a snip. This is not what I wanted. I didn't want this. Well, sure, there could be a snip here, but if this is 1, this is 2. The question is,
wait,
do we?
your screen is frozen, or like,
I see. Okay, now.
yeah,
So if this is 1, this is 2.
yeah.
Now, should we render this number to this index or not? I mean, the user can figure it out from this. Or do we keep it simple and do render it? Because as soon as there's a snip, we render, and therefore this would be
Yeah,
like probably 4,
yeah. We should. I think we
maybe
definitely
even
should.
5.
I
Maybe
mean,
this.
in the future we can iterate it. We can come up with something better. But I think it's useful now to render it
1,
like this.
2, 3, 4, snip. I don't think we. What is this? H9. We didn't. Oh, we did this.
Yeah, invalid tag name.
I lost count. Okay. 1. No, well, 0. 1, 2, 3, snipped. 4. Now, why? This should also have an index. This is 4. Hmm?
Yeah.
And
So
this is.
we also index snips and errors.
What do you mean index snips? Because there's a snip here?
Oh yeah, but we were indexing the error actually.
This is in the wrong place. Should be here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Dinner's ready.
All right. Dinner's ready. If you
Dinner's
excuse me.
ready. Oh,
It's good progress.
bon appetit, jó étvágyat in Hungarian. Good progress, and I really enjoyed it, and thank you for your patience.
Welcome, Hunter. I'll stop the recording.
All right.